Hello everyone, myself Rani, working as Assistant Professor in MLR Institute of Technology in Cybersecurity and Data Science Department. In today's session, I am going to discuss about advanced data types in Python. In the last session also, we discussed about the advanced data types in Python. Overview of the presentation is tuple. In the tuple, what is a tuple? We will see how to access the values in tuple, how to update the tuple, Python built-in functions, list versus tuple. So in the advanced data types, we are having so many data types are there: list, tuple, set, and byte, none. All these data types are there. So in the last session, we discussed about the list. Now we are going to the tuple. So the tuple is a collection of items. So it is used to store the multiple data or multiple type of data. So here it is a Python data type. It is like a list. So the list we are indicating with the square brackets. Here also in the tuple we are representing with the normal brackets. So the tuple it is used to store the list of elements or the list of values. If it is the same data type or the mixed data type also. So unlike list, the tuple is immutable. Means we can't update the value, we can't remove the value also once it is created. So the value of the item stored in the tuple cannot be changed. Means we can't update the value, we can't remove the value. In tuple, we can store one or more items. So more than one item we can store in the tuple, or the same data type or the different data types also. Each value or each element is separated by comma and enclosed in parentheses. So in the list we are using the square brackets or subscript, but in tuple we are using the normal parentheses. So the syntax for creating the tuple is, so tuple name variable my tuple equal to, it is the empty tuple. Here we are not having any values. So empty tuple, print my tuple, or otherwise we can create a is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. It is a tuple. So it contains list of integers, list of numbers are there. We can print the print of a. It prints 1 comma 2 comma 3. Next, tuple having integers. So in the last session, the last slide we declared the empty tuple. Now the tuple contain the elements 1 comma 2 comma 3. So we can print that 1 comma 2 comma 3 here. So if you want to find out the what type of the tuple is, what type of that particular tuple is means type of variable. Type of my tuple is, it is the tuple class. So the type is used to find out the what type of data it is. So it is the tuple data. Now tuple with mixed data types. So my tuple is equal to, so it is having the integer data is there, string data is there, and the float data is there. So it is a combination of all the data. So we can print that value also, print my tuple. So it prints the all the values. Now the next one is the nested tuple. So if the list contain, or if the tuple contain another tuple in the tuple, we are calling it as a nested tuple. So this is the tuple. In the tuple we are having the elements mouse, first element, second element is 846, means the tuple supports the list elements also. One value is list and another value is nested tuple 1 comma 2 comma 3. With the help of the normal parentheses only we can understood that it is the tuple. So this is the another value. So we can access these values also. In this way also we can store the values in the tuple. We can store the values means integer strings, and we can store the list values in the tuple also. So another example, without parentheses, we can also create tuple. So if you are not specifying the parentheses, it is also considering it as a default, it is considering it as a tuple. So my tuple is equal to 1 comma hello comma 3.4. So it is taking it as a tuple values only. But whenever you want to specify the list element, you have to specify the subscript. But here there is no need of specifying the parentheses also. If you are not specifying the parentheses, multiple values are there, means it default it takes as tuple. So here, how to access values in tuple. So in the list also we are having how we are accessing the values in the list. In the same way, tuple is also we can access the values with the help of indexing and slicing. So the indexing is nothing but with the help of the substring. Which value you need, if you know that index value, you can take that. We can access that value. For example, my tuple 0. My tuple of 0 is 1. My tuple of 2, 0, 1, 3 values are there. The index starts from 0. My tuple of 2 means it prints 3.4. So with the help of the index values we are accessing. So the index value should be you have to place in the subscript only. So slicing works similarly to lists. Use the square brackets slice operator. So along with the index or the indices. So here we can access the single value or the multiple values also we can access. We are separating with the column. So start size we have to specify starting value as well as the ending values also we have to specify. Depending on the it will give that values only. So here we are having the tuple values are there. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, A, B, C 4.56. So again we are having the list values are there in the tuple and another value. So now I am accessing only one value, that is my index value is A of 3. So 1 to 3 is 0th index, ABC is 1, 4.56 is 2, inner comma tuple is the third index. So we ask for the A of 3. It prints entire list, inner and tuple. If you are specifying that A of 3 of 1, then only it gives the tuple value. A of 3 of 0 means it gives the inner. So 3 is the index. In that we are having the multiple values are there. So the again that starts from 0th index only. Inner is 0 and tuple is 1. So A of 3 of 0 is inner. Next A of 3 of 1, that is tuple. So next one A of 1 colon 4 means here we specified the starting value and the ending value also. So it starts from 1 and ends, it prints the value up to 3. Means the stopping bit is 4. Stopping value is 4. So 1 starts from 1 means ABC, 2 means 4.56 and 3 means inner tuple. So if we given the 4 values, we have to stop that. So 7.9J is not printed. So these are the values 1 colon 4. Next example A colon 3. So here also we are accessing the value. Here we only specified the stop size, not the starting size. So means it starts from the 0th index only. So the starting values are the A, B, C, 0th means 1, 2, it will print the 1, 2, 3 value. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, 4.56. So up to 3 values only it gives. 0th index, 1 index, second index. 3 is the stopping index value. Next one, A of 3, 1. So in the A of 3, we are having inner and tuple values are there. We are asking about the only one value in the nested list. In the nested tuple, we are having the one list is there. 3 of 1 is the tuple. A of 3 of 2. So only in that we are having two values only. Means one is the 0th index and another one is the 1 index. But here we are asking A of 3 of 2. It shows an error. List index out of range. If the value is not there, so again you are asking the same for that particular value. It shows that out of range value. It is not declared. So we are having the 0th index value is there and the 1 index value is there, not the 2 index. That's why index out of range. The next one in the strings also we are having the backward index is there. Here also we are having the in the front forward indexing is there. It also supports the backward indexing. With the help of the backward indexing also we can access the values. So backward index is also possible for accessing values in the list and the tuple also. So this is the tuple values are there with the help of backward index. So the backward index starts from -1. So it's reverse -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. With the help of the backward index, we can access the values here. A of minus 2. So A of minus 2 is the list. So it displays inner and tuple. The next one, A of minus 2 of 1. So it displays tuple only. If it is asking the A of minus 2, 0 means it displays inner. Next, A of minus 3. Here we are not specified the starting index, but we specified the last index. So it is printing the minus the stopping index. It starts from the starting index is 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, comma, ABC value. It stops the minus 3 value. A of minus 3. It prints the float value 4.56. So the forward indexing is possible for accessing the value as well as the backward index also. Next one, how to update the tuple. Basically, we can't update the tuple because it is the immutable one. So, like numbers and strings, tuples are immutable, which means you can't update them or change the values of the type elements once it is declared. We can't delete the particular element. We can't add the new elements. In the list, we are extending the values, we are removing the values, we are adding a single element. But here, there is no possibility for adding the element or removing the element. If you want to remove, you have to remove the entire tuple. So, how we are removing the tuple elements or the tuple? So, tuples are unchangeable. We can't change the tuple. So, you cannot remove items from it. So, we can't delete the 1 or higher 31. If you want to remove, you have to delete entire thing. So, but you can delete the tuple completely. So, A is equal to, we are having 3 values are there, del of A1. So, it shows an error. Whenever you want to remove the del function is used to remove the particular value, particular index value, but it is not suitable for the tuples because it is a immutable one, unchangeable one. So, it shows an error. Tuple object does not support item deletion. So, it can't add the element. So, del of A means here we are deleting the element. Del of A means it removes the element. It removes the entire tuple, not the element. A means the name given to the tuple. 1 is there, high is there. So, we can remove the entire tuple. But we can't delete the only one single element. So, after that, I want to print the print of A. Means it shows the name A is not defined because A is already deleted. That's why it is showing the name error. Name is not there. Now, next one is the Python built-in functions. Means tuple built-in functions. What are the built-in functions in tuple? So, the first one is the comparison. It is comparing the two tuples. If both are the same, it displays true. If the both are different tuples, different values are there, means it displays false. Next one, length. So, it is used to find out the length of the tuple. For example, 5 elements are there. Length of tuple is 5. Maximum tuple. So many elements are in the tuple. So, in that which value is the highest value, it displays. Maximum value displays. And the minimum value. So, in the tuple, which value is the minimum, it displays that one only. And the tuple sequence, it is used to convert the list values into tuple. So, it converts the specified sequence to the tuple. So, the example for built-in functions, max of, so the t is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we are having 4 elements are there. So, if you want to find out the maximum value, we can use the max inbuilt function. So, max of t, so 4. Minimum of t, 1. So, again, we define the another tuple t is equal to a, b, c. So, max of t is c. So, with the help of the ASCII sequence, we are finding out the which one is the maximum value. For example, in the tuple, we are having the x, y, z is there. The highest value is the other maximum value is z. So, small letter starts with 63 to so on, and capital A letter starts from 91. So, depending on that, it gives the maximum and the minimum values and the length of the value also. Length of the t is ABC. Only 3 values are there. It displays. Now, we are going to the next step. Built-in function comparison. So, the comparison is used to compare the two tuples. So, t is equal to ABC and t1 is equal to 1 p 2.5. Now, we are comparing the t and t1. So, both are not same. A is comparing with 1 and B is comparing with P, C is 2, but all are different values only. It displays false. Now again I am copying the T equal to T1. So now the T is having the ABC and T1 is also having the ABC only. Now we are comparing the ABC values. T and the T1 has T contain ABC. Now we are copying the values T equal to T1 means T1 equal to also 1 ABC. Now it is updating whenever you are comparing T equal to T1. It is true. The next one, tuple built-in function, converting list into tuple. Here we are converting the list into tuple. So a list is equal to, so we are having the elements are there in the list. Now I want to convert the list into tuple means we can use the tuple built-in function, tuple of a list. So the list values are converted to tuple means we can't change the value. But in list we can change the value. It is the immutable one. Next one, next built-in function all. It returns true if all the elements are true. If false, returns false. For example, the tuple contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the elements are true, it displays true. For example, if the list contains 1, 2, 3, 0. This is the negative statement, negative value is there. It displays all the elements. If the 1, 2, 3 are the true elements, even though the 0 is there, that's why it displays false. So for empty tuple, it returns true. If it is not having any element means it returns true only. So here tuple equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. This is example for all built-in function. So all the values are true. So all tuple equal to print of all tuple. All function is used to display the all the values are true values means numbers are there, strings are there means it considered as the true values. But if in any case false statement is there means or 0 is there means it is considered as a negative value. So that's why it is displayed as false. True values are there means true. So the next example, tuple equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All are integers. The 0 represents the false. So that's why print all tuple equal to false. Next, tuple equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, true. So it is a keyword. So that's why we have to specify whenever you are specifying the true or false or none, the first letter is the capitalized one. So true. Print all tuple. It displays true only. Next one. Tuple equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 false. So false is it is a false statement. Falsity is there. So it is one single value also considerable. So it displays false. Tuple equal to empty means I already said. If the empty tuple values are there means empty means it displays true only. So if the statement contains the false or the 0 value, then only it results false. Remaining all cases means values are there or the float values are there or string values are there, it displays true only. Next one, any. It returns true if any one of the element is true in the tuple. Any one of the element is true, it will shows the true only. But in all the elements will be true, then only it will show true. For empty tuple, it returns false. In the all, if empty tuple is there, it returns true. But here in any, it returns false. So tup equal to 1, 2. So now two true statements are there. So it is true one only. 1, 2, true. All three values are true. It displays true. Next one 1, 2, false. So two elements are true elements. 1, 2 is the true element. False is the negative element. But any one of the element, any means any one of the element is true, it will be true. So it is showing true. Tup equal to 0, false. 0 is a negative value and the false. So both the values are false values. That's why it is displaying false. If the empty tuple is there, if you are using the any means, it displays false. Any one of the value is true, it displays true. In all, any one of the or in all values in the tuple, all values must be true. Then only it displays true. The next one, tuple operators. So in the list also we are having the operators are there. So the same operators we are having. concatenation, repetition, slice, range slice, in and membership operators. Both are not in and not in concatenation. So the concatenation is used to combine, used to add the two tuples. See here, returns tuple containing all the elements of the first and second tuple object. T1 equal to 1, 2, 3, T2 equal to 4, 5, 6. Now we are adding the two tuples with the help of the concatenation plus T1 plus T2 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to add the element T2 plus 7 comma means it is adding the elements to the second tuple. Next one, repetition. So the repetition is it is printing the same tuple number of times. What the user given number of times. T1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. T1 into 4. So means it is printing the same values 4 times. 1, 2, 3 one time. One second set, third set, fourth set. T1 into 4. T1 into 2 means 1, 2, 3. Again 1, 2, 3. It is multiplying. It multiplies that tuple. So T1 into 1 means only one time. T1 into 2 means it displays the same elements two times, twice. Slicer. If you want to access any element, we are using the slicer. If you want to access the in between values, in between elements, we are using the range slice. T1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are accessing one column type. So in between values we are accessing means we have to use the range slice. So in the range slice, we have to specify the start bit, stop bit, and the increment also means size. Next one, in and not in. These are the membership operators. If the particular value is there, it shows true. So here T1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 elements are there. Now I am checking 5 in T1 or not. If it is there, results true. If it is not there, it results false. 10 in T1. So the value is not there. Up to 6 only there. That's why false. Not in. So T1, 4 not in T1. It is already there. That's why it is showing false. These two are the membership operators. These are the operators we are using in the tuple. The last one is the list versus tuple. So up to now we completed the list and tuple. So we'll see the what are the differences between the list and tuple. So list is the mutable one. Means we can update the values, we can add the values, we can delete the values, we can update. So in the list we are updating the new value. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3. In place of 2, I want to add 18. A of 1 index equal to 80. I can update the value. But in the tuple, it is a immutable one. We can't update the value. So lists are dynamic. So lists are dynamic means if you want to add the value, it takes that value and we are modifying the size of the list also. But tuples are fixed. Once created, we can't change. So tuples are fixed size in nature. So next one, lists are enclosed in brackets. Yes, in the list we are using the subscript, but in the tuples we are using the parentheses. Size can be changed in the list, but we can't update it in the tuple. So we can't add the new values once it is created. So concatenation is different, updating is different. Concatenation is we are adding two tuples, but we have to assign to some other tuple. T is equal to T1 plus T2. It is not updating. We are assigning that to T. Means T1 contain the 1, 2, 3. T2 contain the 4, 5, 6. So after adding all these elements, it is stored in T. So T1 is different and T2 is different. But concatenation is possible, but we can't add the values. So homogeneous and heterogeneous. So it is a mutable one, it is the immutable one, it is a fixed one. So example for the list is 10, 12, 15 and tuples are sperm, eggs. So here words we are specifying in the normal parenthesis. If you are not specifying the parenthesis also, it is considering it as a tuple. So we can access the values in the list as well as the tuple also with the help of the indexing and slicing. Can contain duplicate elements. List contain the duplicate elements. It contain also the duplicate elements. It is tuples are faster compared to lists. And slicing can be done. In the same way, in the tuple also, we can perform the slicing operation. and usage for the list is. So where we are using the lists? List is used for the collection of data that does not need random access. So here, for example, we can maintain the Aadhaar card details in the list. List is used when data can be modified frequently. If you are updating, if you are whenever you are moving to the new location, new places, or new area, we can update that values. We can modify those cases. We are using the list. So user data is there. In that, if you want to modify the data, if you want to update the data, means we can go for the list only. But the tuple can be used when the data cannot be changed. It is a sticked position, means we can't change the data. It is once it is there, means defaultly every time we have to use the same data. So a tuple is used in combination with the dictionary. That is, tuple might represent a key. For example, in the dictionary, so the data should be in the alphabetical order. So A words are there, B words are there, C words are there, D words are there. Means every time the position is same. We can't change that position. That's why those cases we are using the tuples. If it is a fixed one, means we can go for the tuple. If you are modifying everything, means frequently you are modifying, means you can go for the list. So in today's session, we completed the what is tuple, syntax for tuple, built-in functions of tuple, and how we are accessing the values, how we are removing the elements in the tuple. We already completed in this session. Thank you.